S. Met it in San Francisco. 2574. Now, it didn't just get an uncirculated grade, which would be rather impressive because in 1916, most of the $20 gold pieces, most of the $20 saints went straight to Latin America and South America. They were loaded on in San Francisco. The Granite Lady is what they called the mint there. And they get on boats and they would go to Central and South America. The idea that one could survive, not in just MS-60, which means it's never been in circulation, but can be very ugly, or MS-61, which guarantees you it's never been in circulation. MS-63, a great coin, MS-63, MS-64, brilliant on circulation, MS-65, gem brilliant, MS-66, superb, gem brilliant, uncirculated. Now, this is graded by NGC. A while ago, 8 or 9 years ago, I had a 1916S graded 6.6 plus by PCGS. And I sold it many years ago. You know what happened to that coin? The best I can tell, in January, it sold at the ANA, or no, I'm trying to think of what show in January. It brought $122,000. You believe that? It brought $120,000. I sold it a lot cheaper than that. This does not have a plus, but you got a very beautiful S on the mint mark. So few bag marks to survive. Most of the 1916 S's are in very low grade. Some of them might have a readable date. Very few have a readable mint mark. But when you look at this, look at that. The eagle rising over the new nation. I think Teddy Roosevelt was president in 1901. I mean, he got a lot of commerce going down in the Central America. Look at that. Then Howard Taft was president. But to find one this nice, I'll tell you what, if you look at the PCGS auction, one just sold for $120,000, a PCGS MS-66 Plus. Mine is just a regular MS-66. I did own a Plus at one time. Should have kept it, but I didn't. And that is Ashley's fault. Yeah, Ashley, 15 years ago, why did you let me sell my 1916 SMS? Nah, you didn't tell me. So anyway, I'll tell you what, a fair list price on a coin like this is going to be at least $17,500. I mean, there aren't many out there. If someone ever tells you, oh, I got 3 or 4 of them, they don't. Yeah, a list would be $17,500. What I can do, $13,895. That is a rare year. If you remember at the beginning of the year, or 3-4 months ago, I had 1913 Ds. Then I had 1914 S's. Then I had 1915 P. Now there is a 1916 S struck in San Francisco. And when you loop this coin and look at that S, it is just fantastic. I got a lot of cool stuff tonight. Now, take a look at these 5 coins right there, Matt. You know what that looks like if you look at it from across the room from the studio? Did you ever see Pulp Fiction, Matt? Do you remember when John Travolta opened up the briefcase and it glistened like gold? That's what gold looks like. Those are 5 peso gold coins, 1940s or earlier. Those are AU plus 5 peso. How do you say 5 peso correctly in Spanish? Cinco peso. Peso. I'm not saying peso right. Pesos. Did I say it right? Cinco pesos. Now, that is real gold, folks. You have seen nothing yet. Zero, zip, nada. You know, yeah, gold is well over 2,000 an ounce. It hadn't even revved its engine. It's getting ready to move, and you got to own some gold. I wish I had more than 5 of them. Let me see if I got any more, because you got to understand, to mint a coin in Mexico, let me just see. Yes, I have a couple more. So I got 7. Is that what you're showing, Ashley? 7.5 pesos. You know what that means, Patty? I got 35 pesos. All right, because I got 7.5 pesos. I'm going to give you a price that nobody else can. I watch that other channel. I shouldn't say it, Patty. Don't let me talk about it. I know they're just so imperceptive and stupid. Every now and then I feel like commenting. They compare everything to how many were minted. It's like they haven't heard about modern manufactured rarity. But that's not my problem, because I don't buy from them. And I like to buy from people like myself who only charge a very, 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 very little amount till Jack yells at me all the time. So, Ashley, what is my cost on the 5 peso? Because gold went up again today. It went up yesterday. It went up on Friday. They even raised interest rates today, and gold had an okay day. I got to turn my mic off, because sometimes Ashley tells me the cost. But I don't want to get in trouble, because Matt's working the camera, and Matt and I and Patty knows she does have a slight case of Tourette's. So I need to turn this down. And honor that. I don't care how many mean things you say at me, Ashley. Sticks and stones will break most people's bones, but names cannot hurt me. Did you hear what she called me there, Patty? Yeah. Tell you what, I know what I had it up for. If you go online right now, everybody's got ads telling you how they got the best price at $459. I looked at one this morning online. Yeah, a lot of people, they want $459. I would grab as many as you can. $399. That is 5 peso gold coin. And how much gold is in the 5 peso point? 0.10. No. 1206. All right. About 1/8 of an ounce. Are you kidding me? At $399? That is gold. Hang on to it. And it's not up there yet. I believe if you tape this, play it back in a year, gold will be triple what it is now. I would dig a hole. I'd get 5 of them before I dug the hole. Yeah. Once I lived in Malibu, California, briefly. Marty Weiss, the late Marty Weiss at Pan America, bought me out, and he bought my company, and I traded him for some of his pandas in gold, and we didn't have a bank near us, so I dug a hole in my backyard in Malibu under our deck. I made a mistake in the sense I couldn't exactly remember where I dug the hole, but I found it. But I had to dig quite a bit. No takers at $399. All right. I'm just going to keep them till next week. Now, here is Canadian 1/10 of an ounce gold coins. 1/10 of an ounce, minted in Canada. I think a lot of them have grizzly bears and stuff like that. 2 or 3 might have mad hockey players on the back. 2335. Now, Ashley, what I know it's gone up so much just since I started selling these. What is my cost on 2335? And some of them have mad hockey players on the back. I don't know if you've been watching the Stanley Cup. I'm going to give somebody, and let me explain this, folks. Whenever somebody mints a coin, you cannot get a coin that has been minted by a national mint, in this case the Royal Canadian Mint, at melt. You can't. They would be broke. They have to store the gold. They have to lock into the gold. They have to strike the gold. They have to have an amazing amount of security. Once they have struck the gold, they got to take it to all the different world coin shows. They take orders off their samples. Then they sell them. And so you'll see a lot of places when you read ads about buying gold, they say spot plus $179 or spot plus $289. With a 1/10 of an ounce, there's nowhere you're going to see an ad that says anything less than spot plus $89. They're just not going to do it. And gold today, all right, Siri, work with me, Siri. What is the current price of gold in U.S. dollars? You can do. I know you found it on the web, but you could have just told me. But that'd be too easy for you. The current price right now is $2,050.78. It's up $11.41, Matt, just since the exchange closed at 4 o'clock. The world market's taken over, knocked it up another $11. So 10% would be $205. Let's see, 250. Yeah, 2050. 50 plus 70. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is going to give me in a world of hurt, folks. And I challenge you to find it any cheaper for Canadian gold. Oh, this is too cheap. $289. That's a 1/10 of an ounce of gold. Siri, what is 2050 divided by 10?
It's 205.
205. Now, if that was just bullion, it'd still be more. This is a Canadian coin. I price that too cheap. So if you are interested And just remember where you saw this, because you're going to be interested. It doesn't feel like it yet. It really doesn't, but it will. It hadn't even got going. Camera 2, what you're going to find is in a few months you're going to hear a lot of people talking about it on news channels. Not at 2050, but at 2900, 3000. They're going to be telling you how they wish they had messed up. Then they're going to have all these theories, and before you know it, they have special 15-minute sections on CNBC. Then once it gets over 4,000 an ounce, there's going to be worry about should you leverage your house and all this other stuff. It hadn't even taken a little baby step. So anyway, I thank you on those. I have the MS66 coin there. Now what I want to do is leave that up. Here is a painting by the late Graham Stevenson. Graham Stevenson died June 5th, 2022. This is BC
607.
607. And what's the name of this?
This is called Frenzy.
Frenzy. Now, Graham, if you ever liked parrots or macaws, the largest book, it was probably 800 pages, ever illustrated about all the different types of parrots. All the drawings in color were made by the late Graham Stevenson. Graham Stevenson started a company called Put Color in Your Life, and he started broadcasting it in Australia. Then it moved into New Zealand. Then he got it in Canada. Then he got it in London. Then he got it in the United States. And before you knew it, it was being broadcast in 17 different countries. Graham Stephen, I wish he had made it longer. He only made it to 63. He died of what they said a rare nerve disease. And the last time I talked to him, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I asked him about it, and he says, Barry, my own mother, she says to me, why couldn't you have caught something I've heard of? And it was really a rare nerve disease, and unfortunately he succumbed to it. His work is so valuable. He is so well known. Look at this. Look at this horse here. And I wish I had more. I don't. I only have a handful of Graham Stevensons. Only got 2 tonight. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing some. I went online last night. Large paintings, 80,000. Small oils, 15,000. Pencil sketches like this, 5,500. I'll tell you what I'll do on this one. And this is the late Graham Stevenson, the guy that started Put Color in Your Life. Tell you what, watch this, Ashley. This is going to see if I got anybody watching me, because it is beautifully framed. Juliet, do you think I have anybody watching me? You do too? All right, well, I'm going to double find out. I can't even buy this from Graham. I couldn't afford it. $500 to open. Look at that frenzy. $500 to open. $100 increments once we get the open. The Graham Stevenson, the last. Yeah, it's an auction. Look at that. I got a rare Azoulay. Got some rare Jiangs. That is an original drawing by the late Graham Stevenson. In Australia, they gave him the highest award they can give to an artist. It's the Medal of the Order of Australia. It's a huge deal. It's like a Nobel Prize in art. And he was so thrilled when he got it. There are pictures all over the internet of him just googly-eyed when he got it, in recognition for all of his work to teach people how to paint. I mean, it's amazing. No open at 500? All right. Ashley, they're a tough crowd. I'll tell you what the problem is. Pull up the camera. You know what the problem is here, Matt? We haven't been enforcing the 2-drink minimum. Yeah. We need. What's that? Hand me the other horse there. Yeah, that's like you need Nicolas Cage riding that horse. Yeah, and I'll put that one back over there. Yeah, you need Nicolas Cage riding that. Oh, that looks like look at that horse. And of course, he painted fantasy and everything else. Look at that horse. It's funny, I talked to several auction houses. I didn't. I mean, the Graham Stevenson, put some color in your life, 17 different countries. What's that? 609. All you need is Nicolas Cage as a jockey, and you got a movie. Yeah. Yeah, this is at least $7,500. I'm an idiot, but you know that. I'm a big idiot. You knew that twice. I should have checked with some of the international auction houses. Graham Stevenson was so loved, so famous. And, oh, my goodness, I'll tell you what. You're going to be, $500 to open on one other Graham Stevenson. I mean, and all those blood veins in the horse's neck are popping out, right? Look at that. Signed Graham Stevenson. Titled Stallion. Look at that. Wow. I'm going to do a lot of research between now and next Wednesday. All right, Ashley. I need to be the circus master of the planet right there. Le Grand Circus. Yeah, I'm going to hand you that one. Folks, this was Guillaume Azoulay. He did an etching of this 25 years ago. It was called Le Grand Circus. That the whole world in life is just a circus. And you get to be the ringmaster of this grand circus. And this is done in black. You can see the embossing mark where he had to scribe a copper plate, I don't know, 10,000 lines at least. And then he did that. He hand laid gold. He hand watercolored some yellow. He put some blue pastel, some red pastel, some green with a yellow belt, some tangerine. And he did all of this, one of one, Le Grand Circus 2023. And then he signed it, Guillaume Azoulay. And a lot of people say, Barry, how do you know the difference between an etching and a lithograph? First way, if you ever see this embossing mark right there, that means that a huge heavy stone roller rolled over this piece of paper, which happened to be sitting on a piece of Bavarian limestone. So Guillaume has to know where he's only going to put a shade of black. This is probably 6 months, 9 months of one color, one line at a time. It's unbelievably difficult. That's why Guillaume Azoulay is the youngest living artist to ever be accepted in the permanent archival collection of the Louvre, the Bibliothèque Nationale. Guillaume Azoulay, who sells to so many famous people. And I just don't want to get my Jiang folder mixed up. The Baron Robert de Rothschild, the late Ronald Reagan, President of the United States, His Majesty Hassan II, King of Morocco. Guillaume Azoulay was born in Casablanca, Morocco. Their Royal Highness Princess Leila something I can't pronounce. Then Yitzhak Novin, former president of Israel. Anwar Sadat, late president of Egypt. That's quite a deal selling to those two. Francois Mitterrand, former president of France. The Baron Robert de Rothschild. Nelson Rockefeller, late vice president of the United States. Jerry Lewis, James Gardner. Oh my goodness, it just goes down the list of who's who in his private collectors. He has 12 different pieces in the Bibliothèque Nationale. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I mean, Le Grand Circus, it was one of the original etchings done in the 70s. It'd be 75,000 or more. This one he just did in 2023, and so far he's only done one. And he hand watercolored, hand pasteled it. I'm going to say retail 15,000. That is the king of the line, Guillaume Azoulay. But what he is telling you is that all of us are this guy right here. We're the ringmaster of our own circus. We have clowns riding bicycles on trapeze lines. We have animals. There are horses. There's a lion. There's a tiger on one side, I believe. We are all the conductor of the grand circus called life. And to get a one of one, this is a treasure for somebody. Oh, this is I've never seen anything like this. This is amazing. I don't want to sell it now, Patty. I don't compete with customers. But this should be in an auction house. A one of one Le Grand Circus 2023, done by Guillaume Azoulay. Tell you what I am going to do. Hope you're out there. Let's see if they're watching. I'm going to start with something unlucky. The hard luck number, because that's how this hour's gone. $1,300 to open, $100 increments. In boxing, they have the hard luck round. As the late Jake LaMotta. Folks, that is one of the greatest Azoulays ever done. That is beautiful. Now I want to show you something else. You want to see something unbelievable? Let's see if anybody's watching me.
Oh, yes.
I think the tag fell
Oh,
off.
I got it right here.
This is a smaller Schofield. He painted this in 2004.
2569.
2569. Look how vivid this painting is. The Michael Schofield. He's 74. He is in the $1 billion Arm & Hammer collection. Michael Schofield, just so you know, he sold a ton with Hub's Historical. Here is Michael Schofield, Poplar Grove, $48,500. That was for sale in November 15th, 2007. 15, 16 years ago. Let me do some quick Jethro Bodine math here. Here is oil on canvas. Now, once again, these are larger pieces. Look at this. Here on eBay, a Schofield pastel. Gallery price $35,000. $18,999. This is a smaller size Michael Schofield. Oh, that is colorful. Look at that. Anything done by Michael Schofield. He retired. Anything done by him is $25,000, $30,000. Yeah, retail's going to be $25,000. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Painted this 19 years ago. Look at that color. Signs it on the front and the back. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's see if anybody is watching me. $1,200 to open right now. Right now. I can't buy that usually for $1,200. Look at that. That's oil on canvas by legendary artist Michael Schofield. He's in the $1 billion Arm & Hammer collection. They have several of his originals. He is in the Smithsonian collection. He's in the Library of Congress collection. I believe he's in the Hilton Sears Corporate Headquarter collection. I just got to try something. On the rare chance it really isn't my fault, which is rare. All right. My daughter graduates on Saturday. Yeah. Thank you, from Loyola Marymount. Did you hear it ring?
Did I hear it ring?
Yeah, did the phone ring? Oh, hi, yeah. Just want to make sure the phones ring. All right. So, bye. There goes that idea. All right, folks. I want to talk to you. I'm going to make some people some really good deals like I always do. I want to talk to you about this next artist of mine. I met him in 2011. Let's see. Yeah, 2011, because I was supposed to go see another artist, and I was supposed to go see Jiang in China. His name is Sasha Basari. He graduated from the St. Petersburg Academy of Fine Art. I met him and I was just intrigued because Sasha Basari has this uncanny gift. And they like his work so much, they give him the keys to the Hermitage. I mean, he can just call a professor or a friend and they just let him in the Hermitage. $1 billion art gallery. Misty Pavlov, another graduate of the St. Petersburg Academy. They get to go in there, and I got to roam the place with Sasha Basari. He is this rare, unique individual. And I just want to show you something, because Sasha Basari is, without a doubt, one of the most valuable artists I could ever sell to anyone, anywhere. I just want to show you. This is inside. Here, I'll do a couple of them right here. This is Sasha Basari holding my old company's cue card. There, it doesn't say anything, just in between scenes so you could mark it. And he quickly caught on and he would wait, because he speaks a little bit of Russian. I speak of English. I speak no Russian. And when I look at him, he'd go, okay. He'd go, marker, and slam it together. I gave him that before we left. And let's see what date it has on there. It doesn't have the film date on that one. Yeah, it was probably 2011. This is Sasha in his apartment working on different works. He does look like Brad Pitt there, doesn't he? Now, what Sasha does, and what people don't understand about him at first, he's like a little boy in a grown-up body. I mean, because you see him, and he is calculating 3 moves ahead of you, but here is on Saatchi Online. This is 2011, 15,000. And that was 12 years ago. Sasha Basari has a gift. And I cannot explain it. This is the outside of the Hermitage. And that banner says, auction for stray cats of the Hermitage. Sasha Basari would organize that and get his friends and other artists to donate. Here is Sasha Basari on the roof of the Hermitage, where he shows all the paintings, and one big night they sell them all. And all the money goes to help the stray cats of the Hermitage. Here is his old cat, no longer with us. I had nothing to do with it. He's just old age. And the first thing you notice when you go around St. Petersburg, you look on any building, anywhere, it's art. It's all art. If you've never been there, St. Petersburg, Russia, it is so amazing. And this is, I'd love to get, here's one side of the Hermitage right here. I'd love to get Sasha to come on my show live here, but he won't. He'll only take a train. He says, Barry, when I can take train, I'll come. It's going to be a while, Sasha. Doesn't like airplanes. But this is where we hung out, at a restaurant near his house, where they feed me pizza nonstop. Here is what the Hermitage looks like. He can go in the basement of it. He can walk around wherever he wants. And it was one of the most amazing places. I actually, I touched the Dance by Matisse. But yet you think Russia, but look at that. Look how modern they were in 2011. Look at that. You could watch a movie on top of a building, while you're taking a boat ride down the Nieves River. So, folks, I want to show you something. How long is this? I'm going to show you something about Sasha Bassari. If you can swing getting one Sasha Bassari, it's going to last you a lifetime. And are they ready? Take a look at this.
I would describe my work and myself as a catcher of the silence, because the main thing that I want to express is that stillness and different gradations of it. Festive stillness, twilight stillness, and lyrical stillness. Art is a thing I cannot live without. In my mind, I have this need to paint, and that's what I do. If I'm not painting for a week, I feel like I'm not alive. I need something to do. I even paint on vacations because I just cannot live any other way. I started to draw when I was a kid. First, it was in the kindergarten, then in school, then at the studio, and I never doubted it. It was always a sure thing. So at the age of 15, I attended art school. I always knew that I would become an artist. It was in my subconscious. Then I attended the College of Art at Nizhny Novgorod. That was a very fun period of my life, because we were getting a lot of new experiences in art. We were learning from each other and competing at the same time. In college, I was the only one who was painting something outside of the course. I would stay up late at the studio and paint and paint. One day, we did an outdoor painting of a still life setup. Everybody drew it the way it's supposed to be drawn, but I did it my way. I drew it from the perspective of the grass, so the subject was far away on the canvas. I was ridiculed by my teacher for that, but I was doing what I really wanted. I wanted to observe the magical world of plants, the world of beauty that is created from almost nothing. I wasn't fighting against the Soviet system. I was fighting against my teachers at the art school. They wanted me to draw like they were doing it, but I wanted to do it my way. They reprimanded me, but they had to deal with it. In my last grade, they almost kicked me out of the school, but then they finally decided to leave me alone. After that, I went to study at the Academy of Fine Arts in St. Petersburg. I studied monumental painting. We studied mosaic, murals, stained glass, and other courses. When I was young, I got interested in Buddhism. I read lots of books about Chan Buddhism and Zen Buddhism. Then I forgot it completely, but there was something that was left inside of me. That sense of silence and pause stayed in my inner condition. It's so strange that some people see it in my work, because I'm not instilling that into my paintings intentionally. There are a lot of places in St. Petersburg that I love, the whole downtown area. When I was studying in the Academy of Fine Arts, I liked to go to Tavritsky Garden, Summer Garden, and the Fontanka River embankment, with all those beautiful houses there. Ever since I started working in the studio, I go on a walk every day to the Pier and Pole Fortress. This is my favorite place in the city, because here you can see and smell the Neva River, and there is a great view on the Old St. Petersburg, the Hermitage Museum and places like that. I love this place the most right now. I also like the Nikolsky Cathedral area. It's very beautiful over there. The characters I use for my works are existing among us. They're just normal people, but I see something in them. Something that catches my eye when I walk past them. Something clicks in my head when I see somebody's look, or spirituality, or aura. It catches my mind right away. It can be a character from this world, but he brings something from that other world. There is something unique in the person or character. I'm like an antenna, like any other artist. I'm just receiving signals. Before I'm going to start to work on a piece, I must feel the passion to paint. That's why I need something to push me to do it. Usually, I just sit on the couch and stare at the canvas in front of me. It can go like that for days, until something will inspire me. Because I can't paint without it. That's why my mind is always tuned to receive that impulse. It may come from anywhere, and when it comes, I start to paint. The process is on. The small details inside of my head are coming together to form one picture. I never use a pencil on a canvas. First, I paint it over, and then I start to dig things out from the chaos. Like a sculptor starts to shape a stone, I do the same with the brush. Sometimes that stone cracks, so I have to paint it over again. And then something starts to come out from that other world. It's like magic. I'm trying to reflect the sense of stillness and calm in all of my work. I'm trying to pause the world. It's a view from the inside or from the outside. It's hard to explain. It's like an entrance to something transcendental. Well, there is this condition in my soul, and no matter what I'm painting, my characters need to reflect that inner condition, that sense I have. Until I feel that, the painting is not finished. For example, when I'm finishing my painting, right when I see that it's turning out, I get that sense of eternity and a pure happiness. At that time, nothing exists for me anymore. Nothing at all. But, of course, it's an illusion. It's an instant moment, but a very happy one. I like the fact that people see that uncatchable light in my work, because this is what I see too. I spend a lot of time on every painting to instill that sense of light and softness. Until I get that gentle softness, I'm not going to calm down. I've been developing this style for 15 years now. Before, there were no acrylic paints, only oil. Now we have all kinds of tools and paints. The range is wider now. Everything becomes easier and harder at the same time, because every level you step up to requires something new from you. You have just achieved something and now you need to keep going. When I look at my work that is finished, I feel calmness and peace inside. It's a triumph of stillness. Well, if my paintings make someone happy, and they see that simplicity, peace, and calmness inside, that makes me happy too. Because this is what I want to reflect in my works. In particular, the simplicity, peace, and calmness. Those things describe the condition I want my paintings to stay in all the time, but it doesn't always work out that way. But everyone needs to have some place for the soul. There have been times when people who have seen my works have found something in them that I haven't put into them. I always try to abstract away from that. Because if I start to think by somebody else's thoughts, I will forget my own thoughts. And that will confuse me. That's why I'm trying to put in there what I feel, not what other people will discover. Well, if Sasha Basari will still exist in 5 years, I don't know who he'll be. He might stay the same, maybe he'll change. Change is the permanent process. It's impossible to always stay the same. If you stay at the same level for a long time, you're sinking, because time goes by and it leaves you behind. That's why you always need to discover something new in your life. New techniques, new impressions. It might be invisible for the viewers, but the artists always feel those changes inside of them. It's hard to explain why I love what I do. I just love it, and that's it. Probably because I've done it for all of my life, and it's what I was meant to do.
Folks, hi, Barry Chappell back with you. Hello, Dish Network. You just came on. I'm so grateful. I was playing to the internet, and anybody who wanted to watch my docudrama I made on Sasha Basari in 2011. Now, I got to tell you this, of all the artists I've met in my life, and I've met a ton of them, a lot of great ones, a lot of strange ones, one of the most intriguing and most talented I've ever met in my life is Sasha Basari. Once in a while, and it turns out to be a great while, an artist like this comes along. When you look into the eyes of whoever Sasha Basari paints, that painting, that person on that painting recognizes you, and you know that they recognize you and you recognize them. It's uncanny. He's a graduate of the St. Petersburg Academy of Fine Art in St. Petersburg. To the people that came on before you when I was just on the internet, Sasha Basari is respected so well, he gets to walk around the Hermitage. I mean, the greatest Russian museum in St. Petersburg. Here is a Sasha Basari right here. Look at these eyes. Folks, I'm going to make everybody happy. I got Michael Schofield, Graham Stevenson, Jiang T. Fang. I have some rare date coins, but this is BC 2559. Lights of the big city. Now look at that little boy. What's that? Big city lights. Look at those eyes on both the dog and that little boy. Now, at first you look at this, you're going, my goodness. I mean, there are probably 18, 20, 25 different colors, but he makes it look monochromatic so that when you start to move your eyes, it goes zoom. It comes alive. This is a master painter. I have seen Satoshi online in London sell his works this size for 18 to 24,000. He is in galleries in Atlanta and galleries in Miami where they sell Bassaris for 25,000 to 35. So here is one of the Sasha Bassaris. Retail, Satoshi online, retail is about 24,000. I'm not going to charge anywhere near that, but retail is 24,000. 2,500 to open. 2,500 to open. What's that? I missed it. No. 2,500 to open. $100 increments. I wish I had more. I wish I could become the Sasha Bassari shopping network. Misty Pavlov, Arina Valkova, even Oleg. But he went to the other side of the country. He went in Moscow to the Surikov. Look at that. Look at those reflections on that cat and that boy. That is monumental to 12 degrees. I mean, this is stunning. And if you're like me, you want to see all the pieces, I am going to, I got BC 2549, and now watch out, because usually the hand is quicker than the eye, but not in my case. Look at that little doggy. That is the most amazing thing. Look at that boy. Look at the dog with his eyes shut. You know that boy. He knows you. That is why Sasha Bassari is second to none off the Richter scale when it comes to art. Look at that. 2,500 to open. And I want to show them all to you because I don't have that many. But this is one of the greatest finds in my life. And to watch Sasha Bassari, it is absolutely amazing. And I will show you Sasha. In the winter, that is out front of the Hermitage. That sign says, charity auction for the stray cats and dogs of the Hermitage. And Sasha Bassari gets behind it. Look at this. This is the roof of the Hermitage in winter as Sasha Bassari is selling art for the stray cats. Amazing. But take a look at that one. Sasha Bassari is gentle surrealism. You know, when he decided to go into surrealism, he didn't come at you, you know, he didn't use cubism with 4 ears and 3 noses. This is the one that Matt thinks and I agree, looks a little bit like Brad Pitt. That was one of the auction paintings. Now, let me show you the next one. This one right here is absolutely amazing. This is beloved brother And I am going to try and lean that up against there. Here is beloved brother 2557. Look at that. The use of color is changed so subtly. It creates such a message. Folks, retail 25,000. This is Saatchi Online in London was getting that and a lot more. Look at those eyes. Those two people know you. They're reacting to you looking at them. You know them. Look at those tangerine skies. It's beautiful. This one coming up next is BC 2556. It's entitled Doggy. And just give me 1 second. Look at that. It's funny because Sasha will go anywhere on a train. He'll take any kind of ferry boat. He'll drive anywhere in a car. But try and get Sasha Basari in a helicopter or an airplane. Zero chance. I said, Sasha, come on, let me have you on my show. You film over here? I said, no, it's a live show over here. Do they have a train yet? No, not yet. Retail 25,000. I like how he signed this one, Basari 2023. Along the side, 2,500 to open. So folks, I only have a few more to show you. Look at this one right here. This dove of peace. Silence. And he talks a lot about silence. We called him in the docudrama I made the catcher of the silence. BC 2550. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. I only have 2 left after this. And I have a signed and numbered serograph, the BAT that I did a long time ago. Look at that. That dove is looking at you. Look at the shadows coming through. I think he is one of the greatest artists I've ever met. I've been doing sales on TV for 32 years now. I've met a lot of cool people. BC 2551. And I am going to, let's see, pull this one out. And I believe actually I only have one Basari left after this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that how many I have? Oh, that one, nice. That's it. That's it. Well, these are originals. That one over there is a signed and numbered BAT. Look at these girls' eyes. Look at those eyes. Look into her eyes. on this wintry night. 2551. It's entitled Small Bird. She knows you. Look at the little bird just sitting on her shoulder. But look into those eyes, Matt. Isn't it something when you look right into them? You know her, Matt. She's asking, how's it going today? How do you like working camera again? Yeah, retail 25,000, 2,500 to open. But let me show you the last one, and then we can wheel and deal and do all kinds of stuff. I have one smaller one left, BC 2548. I like this one right there, small bird. But hang on. $2,548. Look at that kid. Look into that kid's eyes. Look at that. You talk about a little boy. He painted this in 2018. And you know what that looks like to me, Matt? I don't know if it looks like to you. What does that look like to you, Patty? The red-headed little stepchild. Yeah. I think Sasha's trying to get at me. Sasha's going, Barry? That's Bebo Chappell. There is no Bebo, but I told Ben and Katie when they were little kids that they might have a stepbrother named, no, they might have a brother named Bebo. I have never come across a Bebo, but I figured I'm safe with that name. Look at that. Look at this Russian canvas. Look at that. I mean, this is pure Sasha Basari. Retail, even though it's a little smaller, it'd probably be 20 instead of 25, but I'm going to sell it for a lot less. Now, I want to get something going here, Ashley. I showed every Basari original. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Call me. Let's see if we can't get something going. Let's entertain some offers. Which one were people calling about? Because this one right here, they all are fantastic. But Ashley, if you can move the little red-headed Bebo out of the way.
Come on, little guy.
He's a BC 2559. Hey, don't laugh. You might end up with a little Bebo someday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, you know, someday you get married, you have kids. One of them might be a little red-headed kid.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a redheaded stepchild.
Not yet, but we'll get to that.
We're going to get to that.
Yeah. Take a look at this. This is the money painting done in 2023. This is as cool as it gets. I had this up for $2,500 to open. That is one of the coolest Sasha Basaris. I got a price in mind. Oh. Patty, I am going to ask you, because Ashley throws it at me. I need a pad and a piece of paper. Oh, you don't want to be on camera.
No, I don't need that attention.
Hey, why? That show aired, 3 years ago? And Patty, you proved your innocence. I agree with you. Did you hear her explanation, Matt? When she was on TV? Did you hear it, Matt? What Patty said about it? Those two people were dead before I even opened the door. All right. I got a price on any of my 7 Sasha Bassaris. Oh, this is too cheap. This. And Ashley, for an extra $100, I'll even frame and mat it. But, folks, I have written down, this is cheap. All right, camera 2. Now, can you keep a secret? You're not going to just wail out this price because this is the cheapest I've ever sold. I don't know. Look at Juliet. Look at that. Yeah, but
We'll keep it a secret for a little bit.
Yeah, ask her.
To her death.
Did you listen to her? What happened to Romeo?
Oh, yeah.
This is how cheap I'm talking. I only got 7 left. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Show that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, folks. I only have 7 Bassaris. I have lowered and cut. If you are curious, call up. I would buy as many of these as you possibly can. This is Russia's own St. Petersburg. Gentle surrealism done the right way, in my humble opinion. On the cutting edge of gentle surrealism, Sasha Bassari. I only have 7 left. And why this one right here did not sell yet is beyond belief. Stay, boy. That's not going to stay, is it?
You gotta fix the...
Oh, it's trying to get me in trouble. You're trying to get me in trouble, Mr. Bassari. There you go. Call me up. I just gave a deluxe, unbelievable discount. If you ever wanted to own a Sasha Bassari, call me. I get one. I'd be all over. You were talking about one of the greatest. Hey, Ashley's behind the camera. I'm talking in prices you will not believe. Matter of fact, all right. Camera 2 for a second, or whichever. Here's what I'm going to do. All right. Got to lift it up a little bit. On that price I just showed the operators, Ashley, not only is that for the original, I am going to frame it and ship it all for that extra low price. But you got to call and find out what it is. I only have 7 Bassaris left. If they don't sell, it's out of my league. Because they're going to get it framed, you're going to get it shipped, and you're going to get an original. All for a price that is so unbelievably cheap. You need to get online. This one can go up here. No, it can't. You are right. The other one's starting to fall now.
You just put that over by the dog.
Put it up over here.
Yeah, put it up by the Grab Steven. In front of the Grab Steven.
Here, hang on. Let me straighten that. Folks, I just made an offer, but they haven't even called in to ask what was the price. Oh my goodness. And Ashley, if somebody called up and said, Barry, bottom on the angel dog. And I'm talking framed. I'm talking shipping.
Barry, pull the dog towards you.
I'm not going to pull the dog. Which doggy?
Pull him towards you so you can see him.
The angel doggy?
Yes.
All right, hang on. Watch this, Patty.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody or they're going to be in trouble. It even lower. And that's framed. That's with the cert. That is shipped to you. I pay more. And despite what our president told us, the ruble is very strong and the dollar is weak. What do they say? That's a heck of a deal. And who is asking? Chopper! You got to get a Basari, dude. I just gave you a price so cheap. All right. Okay. I'm selling these so cheap. This is one of the greatest artists I've ever met. I met Leroy Neiman. I met a lot of great artists. Say what now? The, that was for you. That was for you. I mean, I'll do anything to sell art, but this is not hard art to sell. This is one of the greatest artists I ever met in my life. And the funny thing is, 20, 30 years from now, he's already well known in St. Petersburg. What's that? Which?
She's just giving her the secret price.
What is she asking me?
She's giving him the secret price.
Oh, yes.
Somebody called in.
Yeah, and that's frame, that's mail, that's... Who says hello? Tomorrow. Hello. Tomorrow. You're just a day too late. Get it tomorrow. Day too late ahead. Huh?
Here, this top one?
Yes.
This one? Yeah. The top one, right? 2549?
Oh, I know that one.
Yes.
Hi, Tamara. Framing. I'm going to frame it. I'm going to stretch it.
Okay, I'm taking that one.
All right, that one is gone. Thank you. All right. Folks, I have a price so cheap. And I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. This one.
But you understand the cost of framing, right?
I know I'm losing my behind, but I'm making customers for a lifetime. And folks, so what supposedly happened to Wilson?
He had a
He had a what? He went to the dentist. Did you try and stop him? I know, I've had about as many root canals as you can. I had a tooth break about 7 months ago. And I told Patty I'm going to go to the dentist. And I come back, they say, well, we can fix that, but you also have a hidden cavity between these two teeth. And they set up an appointment. I never went back, never fixed my broken tooth, and I feel fine. So who else? I am down to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll tell you what, if somebody buys one of the regular size one at my extra discounted price, I'll make you a really great deal on the little red-headed stepchild. What's that?
I think he said Ashley's son.
Ashley's son, yeah. I'm off. Heck of a coin, Dr. S. I don't think people have told enough about how most of the coins in 1916 S from the St. Gaudens ended up in Latin America and don't even have a readable date or mint mark. All right, which one do they want now? I am down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do you do with the red-headed stepchild, Ashley? Oh, there he is. There he is. I have a sale. A sale does not do it justice. A sale, Matt, makes it seem like you took a little off. I took everything off. It's so cheap. It's unbelievable. These are the legendary artist Sasha Bassari. What? I got to be careful, yes. This is the legendary Sasha Bassari, Russian gentle surrealism, graduate with honors from the St. Petersburg Academy of Fine Art. And he is unbelievable. I have 6 left. I have lowered and lowered and lowered the price. I am selling it to you where I'm not only selling you the canvas done and painted by Sasha Bassari, but I am framing it and shipping it, and that's in the price too. And I frame nicely. So take a look at these. I thought for that one right there, Matt, come in close on the one you're on right now. Go back, yeah, the cat and the boy. That's a monster piece. That, you look at those eyes of that little boy and that cat. You know them, they know you. They're telling you a story and you are listening and you are telling them one. How I could price that, I mean, that is one of the all-time, look at all the angles he put in there. That's canvas. That's a, two-dimensional piece. Look at that. It looks 20-dimensional. Someone wants this one. From who? What do you say? I can't. Chopper, I pay a lot more. These come all the way from St. Petersburg. Which one? Oh, so they want this one? Okay, so this is still available. All right. Folks, I got to move on, but I just want to tell you, let me get on this side of you. If somebody wants a deal on 2 or 3, this is the legendary Sasha Bassari. He's one of the greatest artists I ever met in my life. I've met a lot of great artists. When I had a day with Irina Valkova in St. Petersburg, when I had a day with Misty Pavlov, who is a descendant of the Pavlov dog psychiatrist. You know, I've seen a lot of great artists, but Sasha Basari can instill something in the painting where you look at those eyes and that animal or person knows you. Not just recognize, but knows you. They want to talk to you. You want to talk to them. It is uncanny. I'm being on TV for 32 years. I've seen a lot of stuff. I was actually at the Hermitage in St. Petersburg when I touched that great piece, The Dance. It's a huge piece. Touched it 3 times. Touched a Vincent van Gogh. They're all great, but Sasha Basari will always be remembered for what he can do. I mean, look at that boy's eyes. And the cat next to him. Do you know them? Look closely into that boy's eyes. He knows you. You know him. His little cat knows you. They're talking to you right now. And that is one of the greatest gifts I've ever seen. You know, one of my favorite artists died a long time ago, Edward Hopper, Nighthawks at the Cafe. Love that piece. You can feel the steam coming off the coffee grinder. But this is Russian surrealism. And I got to move on, but if somebody wants 2 or 3, call me. I'll sharpen my pencil, turn on my calculator. But I just gave a price cheaper than I've ever had of Sasha Basari. And it comes to you framed and shipped. So Ashley, let's go ahead and move some of these out of the way. Oh, look at my brother. Yeah. What's the title of this? My Big Brother?
Beloved brother?
Beloved Brother. Look at that. Now, I'm going to hand you that one. Now, what I want to show you now, ladies and gentlemen, is I want to show you a Guillaume Azoulay piece that is so second to none. Yes. Guillaume Azoulay, and let me hand you this. This and this.
Oh, doggy.
Doggy, yeah. We didn't sell Doggy? This is a piece done by Guillaume Azoulay. It's entitled La Grande Circus. It was done in 2023. The original etching was done in like 1979 or 82. In 2023, he redid it. There's only one right here. One of one, La Grande Circus 2023. That's hand gold leaf there. That is watercolored. You can always tell an etching right here, Matt, by that heavy embossing mark, because they got to put so much pressure on that copper plate to get all the ink from the copper, the permeability and porosity, to seek onto the paper. Now, what Guillaume Azoulay is telling you is life is one big circus, and you are the ringmaster of your own life and your own circus. This is $25,000, $40,000 piece. I had no idea Guillaume was going to redo this for only one copy. La Grande Circus 2023. The primary color is sienna, black, and brown. Then he hand watercolored greens, yellows. This is got to be one of the most valuable Guillaume Azoulay pieces I have ever seen. All that work to get one. I think totally did 4. One in 4 different colors. I took the one in black. It is stunning. Look at the acrobatics of in your life. There's a tiger there. There's a lion there. That's what Legrand Circus was all about. Can you be the ringmaster to the circus of your life? And that is Guillaume Azoulay, youngest living artist to ever be accepted into the Louvre. 9 of his pieces are in the Bibliothèque Nationale, the permanent archival collection of the Louvre. He sold paintings to the late President Ronald Reagan. He sold paintings to Yitzhak Novin, Prime Minister of Israel, Anwar Sadat, late Prime Minister of Egypt. Ashley, I am going to, oh, so close. Hang on, keep them online. Tell you what I'm going to do on this. This is a rare Azoulay. Oh, this is too cheap, Ashley. $1,500 to open, $100 increments. Oh, that's too cheap on that coin. Where's And Ashley, without getting me in trouble for swearing, please tell him that's one hell of a coin. All right? An MS66, that is one monster coin. The one I owned a long time ago that was graded 6.6 plus by PCGS just sold for $120,000 in October at auction. Now, mine's not a plus. I used to own a 6.6 plus. I like this one just as well. But let's see what we can do. Let's work a deal, Ashley. And who wants to open up on the rarest Azoulay? There's only one of them. Legrand Circus. Can you get him lost in that line work? He had to etch this in a copper plate. Born in Casablanca, Morocco. Immigrated to Paris and immigrated to the United States. Look at that. There are 10,000 lines. Look at that. Do you know how hard it is to do an etching like this? Nobody can. Only Guillaume Azoulay. This is as good as it gets. At $1,500 to open, how many of these did they make? Well, let's go look at the number. What does it say right here? 1 of 1, Legrand Circus, 2023. 1 of 1. You're getting an original Azoulay, youngest living artist to ever be accepted into the Louvre. You're getting an original at $1,500 to open. Well, let me think about that. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. I have some Jiangs. I have some Schofield. But what I want to show you first is Graham Stevenson. Graham Stevenson came on my show several times, but he first came on in 2003. And then again, I think in 2011 or 12. This is BC607. He produced a series. Is that without glare now? Or did I make it worse? That's better, right? He produced a series called Put Color in Your Life. It appeared in 17 different countries. He was born in Australia. He had guests like Janet Thatcher and some of the greatest artists I've ever seen on his Put Color in Your Life. Tragically and unfortunately, on June 5th, 2022, Graham Stevenson died of a rare nerve disease. I had talked to him about a year and a half ago, and he even joked about it. He says, yeah, I buried my mom. Even he keeps asking me, why couldn't you get a rare disease I can pronounce? He was a great one. If you go online, there's auction houses. His oil and canvas originals, $70,000, $80,000. This is a drawing. He signed his name right there. $500 to open. $100 increments once I get the open. Yes, I have some Jiangs coming up. Thank you, Juliet. Yeah, tell them if they want to buy 3 Basaris. I will frame them all in the same format. Different color frames. I will make them one sweet package on 3 Sasha Basaris. No open on a Graham Stevenson? That's okay. No open on the Azoulay or the Graham Stevenson. Well, here's what I am going to do. Ashley, I'm going to do my Jiangs. The what? Yeah, let's put that up. Let's put this one up because that's part of a suite. Folks, this is Jiang T. Fang. He came from the Yunnan region of China. A man named Alan Fingerhut, who died in 2020 or 21 or 2, 2572, found him, brought him to the United States, got him a visa. About 10 years ago, I went over, met him and his lovely wife. They were living in Southern California. That's a triptych. This is about 15 years ago. He sold that in Hong Kong for $380,000 by auction, plus the seller or buyer's fee. Jiang T. Fang is known as the father of the Yunnan school. It all started when he took a trip to what was known as the caves of, look at that, Jiang T. Fang, father of Yunnan school. He took a school trip to these caves that had just been excavated by European explorers in the 1920s. And inside, he saw amazing works, and he said, this is the earliest art of China. If you go to the largest park in Beijing, this sculpture, Bright Future, was done by Jiang T. Fang. If you go to the People's Hall in China, give me 1 second. You will see that hundreds of thousands of Chinese people always plan on going to the Great Hall of the People in Peking. I want to show you something. There, inside, it's broken up to different regions. The Yunnan region, this painting, huge, gigantic, is called Stone Forest. It's in the Great Hall of the People in the Yunnan room. Done by Jiang T. Fang. Other people pronounce his name T. Fang Jiang, which I guess is the proper way. Here is a picture of Yunnan Hall. Jiang is still alive, and I want to show you a couple more things about Jiang. He came on my show, I believe it was 2008. So 15 years ago. Very nice man. His job under Mao was to paint propaganda for China. Day in, day out. Paint posters of Mao, which he did. But then at night, at great risk to himself, he would paint his art. He would take symbols off the caves of Dongwang and different dynasties. Here is, for example, 75% of all kids in Chinese art college emulate Jiang. Jiang T. Fang has become a household word in real Chinese art. I wish I had more of it. I have a diptych. Let me see if I can show you caves of Dongwang because it is so... On which one? I can't hear you. What? They don't want... I could sell them together, but they want to break them up. All right, where's the other one? Because this was designed as a suite. It was called Red and Green Horse. And it was done in... Ooh, this is early, Ashley. 1986. Look at this. Now these have... What's that?
I was 1 year old.
Well, you should have been saving to buy one of these. This has a remark, red horse, green horse. And just to show you, this is the late Allen Fingerhut's price list effective February 1st, 2005. 18 years ago, and you go to red horse, green horse, right there. Let me just come right across. Deluxe edition, which this is, $9,000. Signed and numbered. Numbered in Roman numeral means it is deluxe edition. Then Jackson Pollock's all of this paint over it. I got to watch him do that in his studio. Should I sell these individually or both? The set. I'll tell you what I'll do for the set. And this is a very, very rare set. 1986. So how old is this? If you were one, how old is it now? 21. It's older than that, Ashley. I can add up. These have a $9,000 price value 18 years ago. For both of them, I'll tell you what I'll do. Well, these are priceless. And they have the remark and everything. And he Jackson Pollock the paint. I'll tell you what. Oh, I'm going to give these away for both. $2,700 to open. $200 increments. This is rare. I mean, Alan Fingerhut died. I had bought a lot of the work from Alan Fingerhut when he was alive. And I've been doing this for 32 years. 28 years ago, Ashley, Alan Fingerhut would call me up and make me practice. He says, Barry, you said it wrong. I said, what did I say wrong? He says, it's the caves of Dungwang. You didn't say caves of Dungwang. What did they say? For both, Ashley. This is very rare. It's the first one I've had in a long time. They are Roman numeral, deluxe edition, hand embellished, like Jackson Pollock would. You're getting both of them, $2,700 to open, or call me. Out on these over a few $100s. This is the first set I have gotten. These were done in 1986. I am going to move these over. I have one smaller Jiang right here. It is called Royal Couple. And Ashley, can you hand me the Royal Couple there? This was from the Life Suite. Which suite was this from? Cat Suite. This is a smaller size. The Cat Suite was done later. When was it done? Like 1992 or something? 1991? 1998. That's a Royal Couple. And it's a deluxe edition because it's on canvas. And you see these Roman numerals, which is always a sign with Jiang. Look how he raised the gold leaf up, or these lines, and he Jackson Pollocked it, where he would fling color on it. This really rare piece, and it is, what, you got the items up there. Couple, deluxe edition. Tell you what, let's see who wants to get in on an auction on this. Should I just auction it, Ashley, or what would you do? Price it? We can have fun in the auction, but this is, what did it work out to be? $5,400 or $4,500 in the last price guide. Tell you what I'll do. Let's have some fun. $700 to open, $100 increments once we get the open. That's canvas, hand embellished, Jiang T Fang Royal Couple Deluxe Edition. And if somebody wants all three Jiangs, get online. We'll see what we can do. Matt, I'm against that. What is that called? What kind of TV is that? K-pop? Why are they beating that schoolgirl on K-pop? Well, he's not. That guy's trying to intervene.
Open.
We have the open. Thank you. Patty, did you ever watch K-pop? They're beating a girl up. But she seems to be enjoying. Never mind, Chappell. I'm at 700, looking for 8. $700. Going once on Royal Couple. $700 going twice. Fair. Final warning. That's cheap. That is sold. Who got that? Michael and Diane, thank you.
Barry, how much for framing?
Well, I usually give a break, but it went so cheap, $9,000. No. 5. I'll make it look. Because it's canvas, I got to mat it.
Okay, and they said you did a great job on their last one.
Thank you. All right, now, tell you what I'm going to do next. We didn't sell this little doggy.
Not yet, no.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I have, how many Michael Schofields did I get when I bought out that gallery?
So you got 6.
6. Folks, I bought out a gallery that went, there's a long story that got in trouble. I want to show you 6 Michael Schofield, but they're done from as early as 2004 to whenever. It's all on the back. I want to show you this one. This, to me, it's a smaller size too. Take a look at this. And the number fell off of this one, Ashley. I know. All right. Tell you what, I lost the number on this one. You found it? All right. Good job. Did he just randomly guess, or is he psychic?
I remember the name of it being colors.
All right, Adrian. Let me come to the big camera. Don't look at me, Adrian. I want to see if you're psychic. Between 1 and 5, how many fingers do I have up under my suit jacket? Concentrate. The world could matter on this. If you get it right, you're doomed, destined for great things. If you get it wrong, you're going to be you're going to be end up on K-pop. It was 3. All right. Take a look at this. I'm going to show you these 6 Michael Schofields. They came from a gallery buyout, and they are absolutely stunning. The one you're looking at right there is a spectrum of colors that he painted in 2004. Beautiful. Anything Michael paints is 20, 25 grand. He retired. He's 74. Which is older than I'm probably. All right, I am going to move this one over. Here's an earlier one I just found from 2003 BC. 2565 May Meadow. Look at that right there. Look at that. That's absolutely gorgeous. That's as nice as they come. That's oil on canvas by legendary artist Michael Schofield. And 20 years ago, he painted this. Gallery kept it in great shape. That is Schofield number 2. Now here, let me put this. Can you grab this one? Here is Schofield number 3. Uh-oh. The number just fell off. But I have the number. Yeah.
This is 2568
Calm Creek. Yeah, 25,000. He painted this in 2003. Yeah, just let me know because I have 6. What's that? Oh, that's.
Purple Winter.
Oh. Well, folks, I want to show you all these. Then I'm going to auction these 6 off. These are Michael Schofield, different times in his life. Here comes the next one. Look at this one. 2007. Purple Winter. It's a good thing Wilson's not here right now. Because Purple Winter, he'd be thinking about drugs, wouldn't he, Patty? Are you sure he really went to the dentist? Look at that. Look how he brings these colors together right down here, Matt. That's as good of a Schofield. That's a $25,000 original. Painted that in 2007. This gallery had a good eye. Now, Ashley, have I shown this one yet?
Yes, you did.
Okay. I got, oh, I see what I got coming up. Yeah, put that one up there. 2008. Golden. Oh, keep that up here because they're going to be asking for it. They're gonna be going, Barry, don't let that out of your sight. Golden, what is this? Golden Stream Pathway. Oh, I love you too, but nobody likes me, Susan. I mean, they used to like me. My daughter graduates on Saturday from college, from LMU.
What a wonderful experience. That's wonderful.
Oh, I'm going to the ceremony and everything. Oh, well, thank you, Susan. Here comes the next one. Yeah, just put that right there.
2567.
2567, Whispering Waves. And then I haven't shown this one yet. And then I got one more over there, and that's all my Schofield. This Whispering Waves was done in '03. This is,
This is reflection.
okay.
2566. Okay. I'll put that down.
We'll put up 256. Look at that, though.
I know.
Look at this. Now, folks, get a picture of, once you show up close, come out on this because that is absolutely amazing. Whispering Waves. He did this in 2003. It's perfect. The Michael Schofield, $25,000 Michael Schofield. Sold paintings. He's in the Library of Congress collection. He's in the $1 billion Arm& Hammer collection. I put this one up, Ashley. And then I've shown them all. This is '05 Reflections. And I might have one other one. I've shown this one, right?
That's what it's down there for, I think. 1, 2. 8, so 8. Yeah, Calm Creek, yeah, you showed that.
Okay, well, there's one other one.
Behind you?
That's it, yes. Calm Creek. Look at that, folks. Stare into that. It is absolutely stunning. I don't buy Wilson went to a dentist. Give me a break. What really happened to him? What's that? Don't ask, huh?
Yeah.
Juliet's saying I'm not going to tell you. All right. Here comes the last one. This was painted in 2021. I don't remember the, oh, there's the item number.
2509, Beautiful Beginning.
Beautiful beginning. So, folks, if you ever want a Schofield, I even brought out the remnants of a very large old gallery. Paintings range from 2003 to 2021. I will work you guys deals. Right. Folks, here's what I'm going to do. I got a plan. It's not a good one for me. But I want to put this up here because I haven't seen a Schofield like this. 2008. Look at this. Golden Stream Pathways. And I am going to move the other one out of the way. Now, arguably, that's one of the prettiest Schofields I've ever had up. He's in the Library of Congress collection. He's in the Smithsonian collection. He's in the $1 billion Arm & Hammer collection. And I don't want that other painting even shedding a reflection. They're both great, but I am going to move this over here. 25,000 retail, and look at this. Tell you what I'm going to do. I got to move fast. Oh, this is too cheap. Hope you're out there. 1,800 to open. $100 increments once we get the open. This is absolute bliss. It's as good as it gets. Look at that. That's one of the prettiest Schofields I've ever seen. This is going to sell. Look at that. That's, nobody can paint like that. Nobody. That is as beautiful of a Michael Schofield as you're ever going to see. Painted this in 2008. Do we have the open? Yes, and the coin sold. Thank you, Ashley. That's one incredible. Oh, I'm looking at that. Who got this coin? Huh? Oh, take care of that. Look at that S. That is just unbelievable. Ashley, take this from me before I drool on it. Look at that.
Drool is extra.
No, all right, so do we have the open on this at 1800? No. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. What's that? Yes. And find out which one, if any, Susan likes. And what I am going to do, I'm going to go to the winter scene. Look at these purples, done in 07. Look at that. This is BC 2564. That's stunning. Paying this in 2007. 1800 to open. Look at that. Man, you see the backdrop of the skies, that pink carnation colors, and how the snow. Because when you paint snow, you can't really, they're really in the color for white. There's titanium white, but you only see the white by making other colors around it darker. So, anybody want to open on this at 1800? I got a plan, because how many Schofields do I have? 8? There's 8 here. Oh, don't do it, Chappell. I'm pondering a mistake. All right. Ashley? I got a price here that's too cheap. All right, Matt. I have 8 Schofields here. I have a price that is way, way, way too cheap. Patty? Yes, sir? Help me. Let me count the ways that this price is too cheap. If I show you this, you're going to get mad. You're going to smack me. You're going to beat on me, just like my mommy used to do. She used to hurt me.
If it's the same deal as a sock.
Yeah, no, my mom. Mom, can I go see my friends? Barry, you have no friends, and please don't call me Mom. No, she's actually a very nice lady. I'm going to see her this weekend for Katie's graduation. All right, now this is what I'm talking. I've never had one this cheap. Matt, you should stop me. Dad should shut. Look how cheap I'm talking.
Oh.
I can't even say it out loud.
Forget some numbers?
Right there. For any Schofield they want. You got to call to get that price. I can't give that price. It's too cheap. You got to call to get this price. Show it to Patty. Look behind you, Patty. Any Schofield. Yeah, they're going to be gone. I only have 8 at that price. Susan, if she can afford one, she should give one. I got to tell you, I think, therefore I am, according to Rene Descartes, but, oh, these are amazing. This one right here rivals that nighttime scene for a daytime scene. Golden Stream Pathways, done in 2008, BC 2563. These are original. Oh, look at that. These are original oils on canvas. I lowered it. I just lowered it so cheap I can't even say it. That's a graphia or a praxia or a mistake. Did you see what I lowered it to? Did I tell you? Did I tell you that, Patty? Did you see the price? Which one do they want? I only got 8 of these. I'd be all over them. They're usually $3,500 to open. Sometimes $2,500. I've never had buy it at this price. I just put up a price so cheap, I'm losing money. Oh, look at this. Look at this one. Folks, how can you make a painting do this? Look at that. Look at that. Reflections. Oil on canvas. I'm scared. What did I lower this down to? You can say it. No. What's that? Who's that? Hang on, I cannot hear anybody right now. Say it again. Yes. I just lowered all of these down because I'm an idiot, but a friendly idiot. They are, oh, what do you mean? Yeah. I'll show you an unfriendly. Oh, Juliet. Oh, Juliet, let me go get Romeo. Folks, any of the Michael Schofields, you better call in because they're not $3,500. They're not $3,000. They're not $2,500. They're not $2,000. They're not $1,900. They're not $1,800. What did I lower them down to, Patty? The what? I lowered them all the way down to $1,575. I mean, I pay more. This was a gallery store collection. I'm talking about some of the greatest Schofields. All you got to do is take yes for an answer. Just call up, say, I want that. This is the Michael Schofield. Patty, which one are you working on? All right, got a couple people. Which one do they want? Which one? Purple Winters is gone. All right. They want what? Okay. Folks, I would be all over this. That is as good as it gets times 10. And I thank everybody. Which one do they want? Absolutely unbelievable, the golden path. Now let's come in close on that, because that reflection is stunning. That is one of the greatest Michael Schofields. And I price these so low I'm losing money. I really am. Do they want that one, Juliet? What's that? Is,
Well, that's one that he's interested in. You see, they're showing another one right now. This one? Okay, and now she just put another one up that has a red. Beautiful beginning. Okay, between those two.
Juliet,
Let me ask.
I would go with this one without a doubt. And twice tonight, this one done in '08 is so.
He's interested in one of the other things, asking about framing and
This is the one they want.
he's not sure yet. He depends. He's into those. He's between those.
I know, but if you had to pick, I would go with this one, 25603. And Ashley's going to work out the framing. And I thank you if he takes it. I would go with this one so fast it would scare you. But that's me. And I scare myself. No. Anybody else, folks? I have discounted, lowered. I bought out a gallery. And I got some amazing Michael Schofields. And I am running out of time. I want to get on to some other stuff. And I want to thank everybody. Does he want? Well, on your recommendation, I'm gonna show one more that is just out of this world. Okay. This one right here was done in 2003. I am going to move. Oh, that is stunning. I am going to put on the table right here. And the tie keeps falling off. This was done in 2004. And I will tell you what the item number is. So this has got to be Calm Creek. Right here, Calm Creek. It's a smaller piece. It was done in 2004. And I'll even give you a special price on this because it is the smallest of the litter.
Can you pick up the golden one again?
Which one?
The golden
Here you go. Oh, look at that, Matt. That's an incredible painting. Whoa. Golden Stream Pathways. Is that done? Thank you. All right, I am running out of Schofields. Still got some left. This one right here. Look at that. This is, I don't know because the tag fell off. That's beautiful. That's all I can tell you. Now, nobody brought my Red Horse, Green Horse by Jiang T. Fang. Might have to auction those. Oh, look at that. That's why he's in a $1 billion collection, Michael Schofield. Which one do you like the best, Patty? This one? I'm going to put Patty's favorite up. Okay. Ooh. Here is, I don't know, the item number fell off of it, but it was done in 03. I think it could be BC 2569, entitled Colors. That's not it? It was done in 03. What? 25. And what's its name? Calm Creek. Oh, that's amazing. And I lowered it so cheap. This was painted 20 years ago by the Michael Schofield. Now, Patty, Ashley, Matt, do you know anything? Adrian, do you know anything about if I want to trade my car in and buy a mule? How much does a mule eat a day?
It'll still probably be cheaper than gas, so yeah.
Well, could I endanger the mule? Am I too heavy to ride a mule? I don't want to hurt a mule. All right. No, I don't have a mule. Don't want a mule. I mean, I'd like to have a mule, but I don't know anything about mules. All right. I hope somebody is watching because, Ashley, it didn't sell. Got a couple people thinking about it. I think Melvin was thinking about it. I have the East-West suite left. Did anybody buy it? This one, no, not East-West. What is it? Red Horse, Green Horse. And somebody's going to buy it. One more, but sorry. I can feel it. Okay. Folks, this was done in 1986. They are deluxe edition. And Matt, if you can see right here, Jiang signs it in Chinese. He drew a remark. He numbered it in Roman numerals to make it a deluxe edition. This green horse, you have an Asian Apsara, can never be hurt. Then he Jackson Pollocked it himself with throwing paint over it the right way. This is why he is the father of the Yunnan school, the Jiang T. Fang. Also has a remark on the red horse. This is a very, very rare deal. And just to pull up, there it is. red horse, green horse, red green horse, $9,000, done in 1986, sold out. You're getting them both. And you know, it's funny because one of the honors I've had was meeting this guy right here, Jiang T. Fang. They're all, when they get to his level, it's like Oleg. Oleg's a great guy. He's somewhat crazy at times, but he's a good guy. And all right. List is $9,000 for both of these. Tell you what I'm going to do. Ashley, I had this up for 27. Watch this. Both. $2,300 to open. Not for one, but for red horse, green horse. 1986. Let's see, that'd be 96, 06, 16 is 30 years. 17, 18, 19, 20 is 34. 35, 36, 37 years ago. They are deluxe editions. And what did I lower them down to there, Matt? Both of them, not one of them, both of them. Yeah, but I lowered it all the way down to 23. If they open right now, red horse, green horse, 37-year-old suite. Now, wasn't Melvin interested in this? Yes. Melvin, I got 24 minutes left. Oh, this is too cheap. You know, it's funny because you mentioned it to me. I had East-West Suite. This is the first time in 32 years on TV I ever had red horse, green horse. And I really liked Alan Fingerhut, the man that went to China to bring Jiang back. Look at how Jiang T. Fang hand embellished each piece. That is too great. They gotta sell one more Basari too. Got 23 minutes left. How far is your drive, Matt? 40 minutes. Ask Ashley how far her drive is. Now, I'm not making this up. Do you have a full tank of gas? Right now, so if you leave now in moderate traffic, let's see, you'll be home by Sunday morning, right? How far is it? She lives like, what was it? 19 different time zones. Yeah. Folks, all right, I'll save that. I just want to see one thing. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this down and keep this. I made them. That was such a good deal. Here's what I want to do. Ashley, can you bring me up my other Sasha Basari, the frame one that was my best friend's bon à terre This was one of my copies of an edition I did with Sasha Basari in 2012. 11 years ago. Now, this was a serigraph we did.
Do you want it up or down?
Just leave it like that.
You got it?
Now,
5'8"?
yeah, he signed it Basari. It's got a little wear. It was in my house. Eh.
Snow's falling.
What's falling?
The snow is falling.
Oh, it's a little rough condition, but it's BAT, bon à terre. I'll tell you what. Here's what I'd like to do. Now, depending on where they live, oh, we sold that out. It was being sold online, Amazon, everywhere. It was $2,700 because we did this edition on canvas and signed by Sasha Basari. This is a BAT. This is number 55 out of 149. If you ever see a 55, 25, 28, or 58, those are my lucky numbers. All right. But Ashley, this right here needs to have a home.
So you want me to take that big one down?
Yeah, but I might even throw the big one in on the deal for the little one. But the little one is an original Sasha Basari. This one there's 199 copies of, and it's heavy. So go ahead and take that down.
Take this down.
Yeah,
So you're going to throw this big guy in.
maybe.
Hey.
Folks,
Oh, is that the same dog?
that's Doggy
Oh.
by Sasha Basari. Now look into the eyes of that doggy. This is oil on canvas. Saatchi Online out of London sells his work for $25,000. He has a gallery in Atlanta. He's got one in Miami that are 12 to 15,000. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this. Sasha Basari 2023. It's called Doggy. I'll tell you what. I got a deal. I got a special price on this. On Doggy. $1,750 on Doggy. $1,750 on Doggy, and I will frame and ship it for you. And that is an amazing piece. And on the number 55 out of 149 or whatever it was, on My Best Friend, that edition done by Sasha Basari that was hand embellished. Tell you what I'm going to do, Ashley. They got to pay shipping. That's going to be a heavy one to ship. On My Best Friend, signed and numbered, hand embellished edition. $450, but they got to pay shipping. Not on the one on the screen. I'm talking about the frame one. You can't see the framed one. Here, let's put the framed one back. All right. And just so anybody wonders, just for a second, yeah, it's good for you. Build some core, which I used to have. Folks, this has been in my house for 20 years. I framed this like 20 years ago. It's entitled My Best Friend. You got to lift it a little. And you got to pay shipping. What did I price this at? What did I say? I just said something silly like $400. $400 plus shipping. Yeah, I'm my best friend. Yes, plus shipping. They got to pay the shipping. This is going to, yeah, I just wanted to get rid of it. I want to give it to Good Home. This has been in my house for 20 years, Patty. Patty was saying, I want it. Well, if nobody calls, Patty, I'll work you a deal. And Sasha named this My Best Friend. Yeah, $400, call me. But you got to pay shipping. Shipping's going to be a lot, and no one's calling, so you might not have to worry, Patty. All right, let me take that down again, Ashley. Now, maybe it's overreact. I've looked at that piece for 20 years. I know. I should have thought of you, Patty. She's going, what kind of friend are you? All right, now, folks, this is one that I thought would have been gone like, watch this. I can almost do it, Matt. BC 2559. This, I thought, of all the pieces in the show, there were three that I thought, they're all great, but this is one of the top three. This is one of the most serious pieces. I thought so. But they got to pay shipping. Ask Ashley. Tell him, Ashley, how much it is. Look at Ashley. She seems to know. Where is it going to? Hey, Patty. Now, this is one of the greatest Sasha Bassaris. If you don't buy it, I'm going to frame it and bring it back. But that is some of the most incredible color hues I've ever seen. Now, why I would own a Sasha Bassari, the School of Gentle Surrealism, graduate of St. Petersburg Academy of Art, is you look at that cat and you look at that boy, you know them. And then he used like 25 different angles and bends and folds on whatever's covering them up. This is one of the coolest pictures I've ever seen. Satachi Online wants $25,000 for this. What did I have these? I had a range tonight. What was the lowest I had on this? Ashley? What was the lowest I had on Sasha Bassari? Folks, I have a top secret price here, and I do not know how I've done something wrong if at $1,750 you don't buy this. I'm going to frame it for you. I'm going to ship it for you. And that is exactly why you want Sasha Bassari. I've seen his work. I traveled to St. Petersburg. I read everything he writes and every show he goes to. This was one of the strongest pieces. And do you see how Sasha makes this cover bend and how he is stair-stepping the purples and the tangerines and highlighting the eyes with the purples and tangerines? This is a genius. This is one of the greatest Sasha Bassaris. This should have been up for $4,500. This, of all the paintings I got, there were three. This is one of the three that I go, this is of a different league. Call me up for $1,750. I'm going to frame it and ship it to you too. I only have 11 minutes left. So if you haven't bought a Sasha Bassari, Gentle Surrealism, this is your piece. At that price, you can't go wrong. You hang that on your wall. Your family or you will look at it every day. You'll see something different, and you'll talk to that boy and that cat, and they will tell you something different. That is, come in close on that boy's eyes. I want you to, because I only have 10 minutes left. I said all I can say. Let the little cat and the boy talk to you. It's the greatest gift I've ever seen of an artist. That cat knows you. That boy knows you. He's talking to you right now. It is absolutely unbelievable. At $1,750, I believe Sasha Bassari in 20 years is going to be one of the most expensive gentle surrealist artists out of Russia. He's built one heck of a name for himself. And you look at a painting like that, it's perfect. Okay. Chopper needs his Bassari. I got to be careful, but I personally believe this is going to be an estate piece for somebody. Sasha Bassari does the work, has always done the work. One of the funnest things for me, Matt, when I went to the Hermitage was going through all the back doors with Misty Pavlov and Sasha Bassari. I go like, that's $1 billion artworm. Yeah, follow me. Yeah. Ashley, you got somebody on this? Because this is a deal of a lifetime. It's one of the greatest Sasha Bassaris. I've preached all I can say about this painting. Okay, folks. These are the two, don't fall, that should have sold. They're both unbelievable, and at $1,750, I am going to frame them. I am going to mat them, and I am going to ship them to you. Look into the doggy's eyes. He will talk to you. He won't stop talking to you. Can you get to the doggy's eyes? The top doggy. No, I don't mean me, the top dog. If I did used to watch Top Cat when I was a little kid, that was a cool cat. Look at that dog. He's going, I got a story to tell you. Pull up a chair. Be patient with me. It's usually a good story, a few scary parts, like about my friend Wilson. All right. 1,750. Those are two of the most unforgettable. And I want to thank you. And hey, did Melvin take red horse, green horse? Did he make an offer? Did he come close? Not interested. All right. Well, I am going to move these away. I got to sell one more Basari. And all right, folks, I got 7 minutes left. Sasha Basari. It's funny. I used to talk to his agent. This is BC 2551. He said, Barry, Sasha's a graduate of the St. Petersburg Academy of Fine Art. And he sees the world as a child. He's not a child, but he paints as if he was a child looking at things with that bewilderment. And he shows that to people by having you look in the person's eyes. And he said, I've never seen this. I said, well, that's got to be pretty good because you've seen thousands upon thousands. He says, look into the eyes. And I got to agree. That girl will tell you a story. This should have been up for $5,500. When I first introduced Sasha Basari in 2011, 2012, every single painting I get my hands on would be 7, 8, 10,000. And I don't know what's happened. I've done an awful job, but at 1,750 for that one. And that price includes me framing it and me shipping it. And when you look at that girl's eyes, I got to ask the one question here. I've been doing this for 32 years. And unfortunately, in June 21st, I start my 33rd year. But let me ask the question, if you like art and you can afford it, I don't want anybody to buy something they can't afford. I have the best prices on TV, and I've done that for 32 years. If it isn't a question of price, what do you have to lose? That is one of the coolest paintings with that snow falling, that girl's look in her eyes, the little bird on her shoulder. At $1,750 framed and shipped, that's the good news. Bad news, I have 4 minutes left. And I want to thank all of you. If there's a last Schofield, a last anything, please call me. I'm working on a very interesting deal for next Wednesday. Hey, Ashley, do I have a tape measure here?
Yes.
I need to borrow it for a week. I got to measure Kate. She allows me to measure after she graduates. No, she graduates in 3 days.
Yeah, you could borrow it.
My guess is she's 6'3 and a half.
And I'll guess 6'4".
Oh, you gotta outdo me. 6'4". Well, folks, I want to thank you. I hope I haven't bored you tonight. This one, I've done an awful job explaining a great piece. I can't get this one. I don't get this one. I must have come across people like Lurch on the Addams Family or Uncle Fester. That at $1,750 is one of the most difficult paintings. The stair step, probably 30 shades of purple and orange and tangerine at $1,750. Call me. I'm only here for another 2 minutes. If you saw something you love, you like, call me. And I got 2 minutes left. Let's see. Let me call the number.
Your call is very important to us. Please wait.
How come it didn't ring to you first? It said your call is watch.
Wait for the next available agent.
Hi, how are you?
I don't have you.
I have you.
There you go. It said wait for the next available agent. You have me, huh? I have 30 seconds, folks. Hey, we love you. He's so fast. Thank you very much for spending your evening with me. I'll be back next Wednesday night, same bad time, same bad channel. And we're going to have a lot of fun. If you saw anything you were really close to buying, buy it. Buford, don't kick that dog. We love you. We'll see you next week. You have fun. Bye-bye.